Hi coders, how are ya? This next couple of lessons are going to be about making war. You know it as rock, paper, scissors. But there's quite a few extra components that I'm going to teach you. So this first installment lesson is about actually just doing the game. And I'm going to show you some different features than what is shown to you on the website, so that you have other options to do, including what the website teaches you as a game for rock, paper, scissors on the landing page. So let's get started and let's go there. If you will open up a tab and click into your website. So I shall do the same. Okay, so you'll type in makecode.microbit.org. Hopefully it'll start automatically coming up for you. Okay. And let's get started. You'll notice on my dashboard, it shows that I did rock, paper, scissors, the lesson here on the dashboard. So as you're still typing in makecode.microbit.org, I'll show you where that is. If you scroll down to games, there it is, rock, paper, scissors. And you can click on that and it'll just show you the pictures of what you need to do. So let's get started. Click on New Project. And we are definitely going to get started on coding our weapons, because most of you already know how to play rock, paper, scissors. So this first lesson is going to be about coding the pictures of rock, paper, scissors, and we're going to do that with OnShake. So we're going to get rid of OnStart, get rid of Forever. And we're going to go to the center menu here, and you're going to click into Input. So click on the second section, Input, and you need to click on OnShake. There is OnShake, and slide it up in your GUI. Now we're going to go back into the middle menu, because we're going to have OnShake, we're going to have some variables which are called weapons. So scroll down in your middle to the red lines of variables. Click on that, and let's make a variable. Click on Make a Variable, and get your fingers ready to type weapons. W-E-A-P-O-N-S. Click OK. Now it has some variables here that we can select from that are just named weapons. We're going to click on Set Weapons to, and then there's a number. So click on that. And we're going to drag it into the block underneath OnShake. Okay, and we're under the Math menu. Go into the middle. Go down to the purple Math, click on that, and we're going to scroll down to Pick Random 0 to 10. So scroll down, there's Pick Random 0 to 10. Click on that, and we're going to place it in the position of the 0 on the Set Weapons block 2. So slide it there. So now we have our block that says Set Weapons to Pick Random 0 to 10. We're going to change the text to Pick Random 1 to 3. So click on the 0, type 1, click on the 10, type 3. Then go back into our middle menu here and click into the Logic menu, all the way down to the teal colored Logic. Click on Logic. And we're going to look for the If True then else block. So click on if true, then else block, and we're going to drag it beneath the set weapons block. Go ahead and press the plus button right here 2 more times because we are going to create 2 else if statements and 1 else statement. And of course, we are going to delete the last else statement by clicking the minus sign on the right. Under the logic menu, so go back to the middle, go to logic again, click on it, and we're going to choose 0 equals 0 comparison. So click on 0 equals 0 comparison and place this in the true blank of the first if statement. So you have if 0 equals 0, then. We're going to fill this first 0 with a variable. So go back to your middle menu, click on the lined variables, and we're going to select weapons. Click on it and drag it to the 0, the first 0. We're going to set this if statement to equal to 1. So click on that 0 and make it a 1. Then we have to code what picture are we going to show, what weapon are we going to show in order when it randomly chooses 1. So in order to code that, we need to go to the basic menu in the menu, and we're going to click on show LEDs, show LEDs, and you're going to just click it in the spot there. Okay, this is where we'll create our weapon. But for now, we're going to do this whole process 2 more times. So we'll scroll our screen down just a little bit so we can remind ourselves, what did we do? So let's go into logic in the middle menu, click on logic, and go to a comparison 0 equals 0. Click on that. Slide it into the empty spot and get our weapons from the variable. Click on weapons and drag it to the first 0. Change your 0 to the number 2. We're going to add the show LEDs block. So go ahead and go to basic. Click on show LEDs and drag it underneath your middle section. Let's do it 1 more time. So we need to get our comparison from our logic menu. So go to the menu, click on logic, go down to your comparison, 0 equals 0, select that, drag it to the empty if then statement. You can change your number to 3 right now if you'd like. The second number, remember, because the first one is going to become the weapons. Go to your variables, choose weapons, and notice that all of this turned red. That was an indication that, oh, I need you to tell me what it is that's going to be equal to 3. And now it's resolved. Again, let's click in show LEDs. Scroll down. And now we are going to decide what our weapons will be. Now, if you followed the lesson for what's online, you would notice that it does a rock, the paper, scissors, or it does paper, rock, scissors, something like that. And that's easy for you to follow and recode if you want to change the symbol. So I'm going to show you that we're going to do arrow, sword, and ninja star, where the arrow beats the ninja star beats the sword, and sword beats the arrow. So arrow beats the star, but star beats the sword, and sword beats the arrow. Okay. So we have in our first block, we'll do an arrow. So just copy me this first time, or you can just create your own rock if you'd rather just do a rock, paper, scissors. So there's the arrow. On this one, we'll do the sword. And then on this one, we'll do the ninja star, where you do basically a cross or an X. And then you just fill it in on both sides, the top and the bottom. Okay. Now, after we shake, so on shake, you're going to show weapon. If the microbit randomly shows a 1, it's going to show the arrow, but we don't want it to, but we also want it to pause for a minute and then show nothing, so that after the nothing, we have to shake it again, and then it'll show another thing. Okay, so we have to code that also. So you're going to go into your basic and click on the basic. Go to show yeah, we're going to do it. Well, let's go down to actually to pause. We're going to do show LEDS also, but let's do it in order. So we're going to go to pause milliseconds. So click on that, and you're going to drag it right underneath your show LEDS. And then we're going to code this to be 1500. So you can double click on it so it highlights the whole thing and type out the whole thing, or you can just click the cursor in between the 1 and the 0 and put a 5. Either way works. Then you're going to go to basic, and you're going to do show LEDS, and we're going to slide that under our pause block. And there's not going to be anything that we're going to indicate for the lights to light up, because that's how we're going to say, that's like a clean slate. It's empty. So we're going to do that for each weapon. So after the sword, go to basic in the main menu, middle menu, scroll down to pause, select pause, and slide it underneath your sword. Click on 100 and type in 1500. Go back to basic, select show LEDS, and slide it under your pause block. And do that same process again for the star. Go to basic, select pause, slide it underneath, click on the 100, type in 1500, click out of it, go back to basic, select show LEDs, drag it down underneath your pause, and there you have it. We have just coded now rock, paper, scissors, or arrow, sword, ninja, star. So remember, the arrow beats the ninja star down there, but the ninja star beats the sword, and the sword beats the arrow. Okay, so let's save it as war. Let's call it war because we're going to add more to this. And we're going to save. It's downloaded. And now you can connect your microbit to your computer and you can play this game. Hope you have fun. And I'll be doing the additional lessons, adding on to this war game in later episodes. And you can choose to do those or just change your picture, whatever you would like to do. So have fun, coders, and I'll see you next time. Bye.